Hello everybody, today we will be doing a Hunter Call the Wild maps ranking list. Of course, this is only my opinion, it's not going to be the most popular, but anyways, coming in at number 13 is Layton Lakes. I think Layton used to be one of my favorite maps in the game, if not my favorite map in the game, but since they moved the stuff around and did the redistribution to it, I haven't been having as much fun as I used to, and the animals on the map have seemed a whole lot harder to hunt. The animals used to be feeding and resting all along the rivers, but now they seem to be majority off the rivers and lakes more than they used to. They seem to be farther back in the brush, and when you are trying to hunt something, like, you have to kind of set it to their drink time only if you want to see a decent amount. Like, when you are running the rivers, normally you will have to see, or you get to only see what is drinking, and it used to never be like that, and I thought it was really nice when you could just see other things around the rivers and lakes than what is currently drinking. Coming in at number 12, I have kind of a tougher decision with New England Mountains I put here. I have hunted the map very little since it came out, and it is a newer map. I have played the game quite a lot since it did come out, and I haven't found myself playing this map as much as I think I would have if it was like Revontuli when that came out. So for that reason, I will be putting it at number 12. Again, I haven't given it that fair of a shot. I ran around the release day for maybe 5-10 hours maximum since it came out. I haven't had much fun on the map because I haven't spent much time on the map, so maybe if I play it more, I will enjoy it, but for now, it's going to be at number 12. Coming in at number 11, we have Hirshfeldon. Hirshfeldon, for me, I feel like it has too much brush, and it is not that, easy of a map to hunt. Many people in the community do not like this map. I am one of them. Most people either love it or they hate it. It's not really anywhere in the middle, but for me, it is at the bottom of my list. As I said, there's way too much brush. You can spook animals way too easily. The only thing that keeps Hirshfeldon from being number 13 is the Canada goose hunting. I love hunting Canada goose here. I've done it so many times. I have a lot of Canada goose kills on this map. But moving on here to number 10, we have Medved Taiga. Now, most people either, again, it's kind of like Hirshfeldon, where it's either you kind of like it or you kind of don't. And it's not like it's a bad map by any means, it's just not as good as the other ones higher on the list. The only thing making it better than Hirshfeldon for me is the reindeer and the musk deer, but majority-wise the reindeer. They're just so cool to have in Call of the Wild. They're kind of like the caribou too. I just love the way those two species look on this game. But the problems for Medved are it is kind of a dead map unless you are at the lakes. Animals don't really show up unless you are at a lake, hunting an animal in its drink time. You are majority of the time not going to find many or if at all anything if you are not at a lake when you are hunting on Medved. Again, that is a big problem because it is very boring to play when you are not at a drink time that you enjoy hunting the animals for. Now, moving on to number 9, we have Cuatro Colinas. This map was kind of hard to rank as well because I have had very bad luck with this map in hunting the species. I've gotten a lot of trolls off the map, and it's been all around not one of my favorites since it's been released. But anyways, since it will be number 9, it's not a bad map by any means. It's actually quite a good one. People do enjoy playing this map. The ibex are cool, the mouflon are cool, but beyond that, there's not really much else that you can do. I will not lie, the fields are a great spot to find the roe deer, and this map is an excellent roe deer map, so that is one of the reasons it is this high on the list. Now, other reasons that is this high is it is very open. There's not many thick forests where you can just get lost in all the time. Now, moving on to number 8, we have Rancho Del Arroyo. This map, again, is actually a pretty good map. I do enjoy hunting Rancho from time to time, but when you are running around, it is very, very hard to find animals when you are not at a lake. And most of the lakes on this map, it is still very hard to find animals when you are at them. For example, the old road hotspot at the bottom of the map used to be one of the best and most enjoyable things to do in the entire game, was to run that road and just see all the species on the map, just feeding or resting or just running around. But now they're all into, like, as you can see around, like, where I'm walking, that is, like, kind of the terrain that everything is in. Now, I do like that they added the pronghorn to the map. I think that is a great addition. But beyond that, that's why it will be at number 8. Now, coming in at number 7, we have Parque Fernando. This was my favorite map back when Parque Fernando was a little bit easier to hunt than it is now. With the combination of axis deer, water buffalo, and the black buck, it was just one of the cooler trophy selections, or trophy animals that you could find in the game. The black buck and the axis deer are so cool when you see diamonds of them, and the water buffalo are just so impressive and nice things to have in your lodge that will make like the small plaques actually look good. Now, when I started playing Parque, it was a whole lot easier to hunt than it is now. And I'm kind of sad that they made it a little bit harder, because when you used to run around this map, you would see a lot to get a diamond peccary. So I will be returning with the map update and playing it a lot more now until I get a diamond peccary. Find one or two. I will be looking forward to doing this because it was like this game, as I said, one of my favorite maps. Sorry, all of them all. Back in the old day when they used to just sit on the water instead of fly around now. But anyways, they added collared peccary. That makes it a little bit better, I guess. But I will be returning the map because I do need a collared peccary, and I will be hunting that on Parque Fernando. Now for number 5, we have Vurhonga Savana, one of the most unique maps on the entire game. It is so cool. All the animals on this map are so unique, and they all look great. As you can see, there's a gemsbok running in front of me. One of the cooler animals on this map. The lions are so much fun to hunt. The blue wildebeest are an easy diamond, which you can find a lot of now that they drink more in the morning. Not only are the wildebeest just an easy diamond, but they also look very, very good. If you can find a gold wildebeest diamond, that is one of, like, it's not a super rare, but it is a uncommon diamond, and they do look really, really cool. And then with the Cape Buffalo on this map, which is my favorite species on the map, so much fun to hunt. I just love hunting the coast, running it up and down for Cape Buffalo. Now, I've gotten a lot of Cape Buffalo trophies, so I no longer really run the coast for them anymore. I more like hunt the middle of the maps for the springbok, which have been like one of the cooler diamonds, or not diamonds, but like animals on this map that you can find. The way that they jump around and stuff is really, really cool. Coming in at number 5, we have Revontuli Coast. Now, this map has the most species in Call of the Wild. It has a lot of ducks and a lot of birds. If I enjoyed hunting the small game, like birds and grouse and capercaillie a little bit more, this map would probably be number 1 on my list. The ptarmigans are very cool as well. I forgot to mention that, but those guys look really, really cool. The raccoon dogs down in the south are also a great addition to the game. The 2 new geese that are in the game, the tundra bean and the greylag goose, are also a lot of fun to hunt. I have not hunted those much, but I will be doing that more in the future. And then another thing with this map is the whitetail and moose hunting for great one grinding is actually quite a good choice if you're going to be doing a great one grind. I have done a grind on Revontuli. I did not actually get a great one, but I did do a grind here, and I can say it is a very, very good map for grinding. And now, coming in at number 4, we have Mississippi Acres. This will be probably the most controversial thing I've ever said, but I love Mississippi Acres. Nobody else seems to like this map, but I really, really like it. The gators and the raccoon are very, very cool trophies you can find. They look cool. They're not the easiest, and this map is not very easy to hunt, but it is one of the cooler maps in the game, in my opinion. The bobwhite quail are something, they're really hard diamond, but they look really, really cool, and I like the way that they work. They're like pheasants, but they actually fly in bigger flocks, which are more fun to hunt than pheasants, in my opinion. The turkey on the map it's just a turkey, but it is at least something different. The fur types actually can look cool. Now, beyond that, the rest of the animals on the map aren't really that special. Anyways, coming in at number 3, we have Yukon Valley. This is another one that I don't think many people would have this high on their list, but it is one of my newer favorite maps to hunt. I have gotten the Bosri Memorial Outpost through the missions, and it has been a lot more fun to hunt grizzly bear, caribou, and red fox in their drink times. In that dead forest, when you run through it, you can see so many animals. Now, the wolves on this map are also a absolute blast to hunt, and then plains bison through this, like, what is it called, marshy area that I'm walking through, swampy area right now, is there's a lot of bison here, a lot of moose, and a lot of caribou. I'm not so sure on the red fox and stuff, but it is a great spot to hunt. And then the Crimson Plain is also another great spot. It is so open, and there are a lot of lakes. There's 5 lakes, but there is a lot of hunting opportunities you can have there. It just feels like you can see forever when you are hunting through that area. And then the final spot is that river on the right-hand side is kind of a pain, but it is still a fun spot to hunt. Some of the, like, harlequin ducks, for example. Now, moving on to number 2, we have Silver Ridge Peaks. Now, this one is a bunch of people's favorite map, and it is why my number 2. Black bear grinding on this map is where I will be doing my Grey One grind. The puma, well, not the puma, what are they called? Mountain lions? They're basically the same thing. But the mountain lions are a cool addition to the game. This was the first map to have the turkeys added, and the bighorn sheep are very, very cool. I love the way they look, same with the mouflon that are on Cuatro Colinas, but beyond that, the Rocky Mountain elk are one of the coolest animals in the game, and they have one of the coolest racks you can find on an animal. The pronghorn and the mountain goats are also very cool additions that they do have on this map. The mountain goats did lose their drink time though, which I am kind of sad about because I really did enjoy hunting them in their drink times. They're a lot harder to find now, and they are all just scattered up in the mountains, which is a little bit annoying, but for the most part, it is fine. And now coming in at number 1, we have New Zealand, also known as Awaroa. But with New Zealand, it offers the best red deer hunting you can find in Call of the Wild, which is where many people decide to do their red deer Grey One grinds. Fallow deer on this map are also another amazing addition that they do have. The Sika deer are one of the also cooler diamonds you can find in the game. The big Sika deer are so cool, and the fact that they can get albino, if you can get a big albino Sika deer, that is one of the rarest trophies in the entire game. They also have the feral goat and the chamois. The chamois aren't really common, you don't see them much anymore, but you used to see them when they drank. And the feral goats, they do troll a lot, but they do look really, really cool when you can get a diamond. The mixed feral goats are also one of the cooler rares you can get in the entire game. And that is basically going to be the end of my trophy rankings. So leave a comment below like what your top 13, I think it is, maps are. And yeah, I will see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.